we don't need to be perfect to show up online. We don't need to be the absolute expert. The more you do something, the more confident you get at it, the better you get at it. You can be really, really happy and not have a lot of money, not have social status, not have a lot of other things. But if you start from the heart, from your soul, being a happy person, you can keep being happy. And the more happy you are, the more happiness comes to you. People kept closing me, putting me in the box, and I just kept like trying to get out. And I couldn't find people around me that believed in the same. Try journaling, or try listening to a meditation, or try going on a walk, or like little things that I didn't really think about because I was just thinking on task, goal. And I didn't realize that 90% of owning a business is having a good mindset.
What would you say to a woman who feels scared to post because she doesn't want to be cringe? Hello everyone, and welcome back to Inspired Authority. Today's guest is someone who proves that authority doesn't have to be loud to be powerful. It can be joyful, magnetic, and deeply authentic. Born and raised in Peru, shaped by travel across 18 countries, her mission is clear: help women shine their way, which I love and deeply resonates with me. But what I love most about her work is that she doesn't just teach content strategy, she teaches confidence. She teaches presence. She teaches women how to own their uniqueness as leverage. So, Dalia, I am so excited to have you today, and what you should all know is that we just did a content day, so we're really coming off of a high. Thank you for being here.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about who you are beyond the business, beyond the title. Like, who's Dalia?
Who's Dalia? Well, I am a joy fairy. I always say that about myself. My purpose in this world is to help people connect and to spread joy. So at the core of everything, that's what I want to do. And content really connects in there because it's a way to connect people with other people.
Yeah.
So if I'm helping you how to create authentic content and I'm filming content of you, I'm helping you connect with your ideal client and hopefully attract that person. So
yeah. I love it. Well, when I first met you, so I walked in the room and Dalia's there, and all these women are walking down like it's a runway, and Dalia's getting video of it. And so it's like, it is magnetic. And so when it was my turn, it was like, okay, I gotta turn it on. I gotta like,
own it.
yeah. And I like felt the energy. So that is so good. I really do feel like you are a freaking joy fairy.
I love it because like the main thing is I want women to feel confident. And I do it by staging things and telling you to wear that outfit and all of these little things, but it's all inside.
Yeah.
And all the encouragement of like, you look amazing, you look great, like all of that all put together with everything that I create, that I curate, it makes it so much easier to shine and actually bring out your confidence. And that's what the goal is, to bring out who you are, so then your ideal client can see it through video.
I love it. I also love that you help with the details, because for me, I'm always trying to create content, but I don't notice the details because that's not what I do. So like those little details, I'm like, oh man, like after getting a video or something and later on I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, I should have moved that to the left, or I should have moved that out of the frame. Like you think of all those details.
Yep, like you saw it today in our shoot. Like for example, there was like a little tiny something in the back that I was like, no, we need to remake that because I don't want that.
Yeah.
And it was like something so tiny that it wasn't even
but
that
it makes
big of
a
deal,
difference.
but it makes a difference. Or the books.
Yes.
Because you were like, oh, let's put all these books here. I'm like, I grabbed the books based on color because this yellow and white ones are going to pop right here with your green outfit and with this room in general.
Yes.
So those are all the little things that I bring that are actually making a big impact.
I agree because it really does make it look so good. So You call yourself a joy fairy, content fairy. Where did that identity come from? And when did you like really step into that identity?
I love that. Well, I'm from Peru originally. I moved to the States when I was 18, almost 19. And I came here with no goal, specific goal. I came here because I always watched movies and always loved the language. Like the English language to me sounded so pretty. I know a lot of people here are like, oh, English is the worst. But honestly, to me, it sounded like something different. I felt so stuck where I was in Peru. I felt like my personality needed to come out more. And the little things that I tried, people kept closing me, putting me in the box. And I just kept like trying to get out. And I couldn't find people around me that believed in the same.
Yeah.
And didn't see that as a bad thing. They saw it as like, no, why are you trying to be different? Like, you gotta follow the path, right? So when I came here, I was like, oh, I finally get to be in the land of dreams. I quickly realized that it was all pretty intense.
Yes.
Because also, I'm becoming an adult. I'm 18, 19, and I'm coming here to be on my own. And it was the first time that I was completely on my own.
Yeah.
Like, I always lived with my mom. I always had all my family around. Like, that's where the community comes from. My mom's side of the family, they're all super close, live close to each other too. Like, there's actually a family building of 5 floors. All of them in this building are family. So we have that like small town mentality in the city. But yeah, like living here by myself was a pretty big shock.
Yeah.
And also learning how to take care of myself, how to cook, how to clean, how to buy things, buy groceries, like how to have a checking account. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. So it was like a big shock on both, like becoming an adult and also learning a new language and the culture. But I was determined. I always been like super persistent, and I was like, I'm gonna make it here and I'm gonna make the most out of this. So the first thing I started doing was looking for community, because I knew already that having support was like gonna do wonders on my self-esteem and my mindset, which is the biggest thing, you know? So that's where I started, and I haven't looked back, honestly. Like, I started as a server bartender at a small bar. It was like a neighborhood bar, and I worked as a server bartender for 14 years. And during the pandemic is where the universe basically said, you're not gonna work on that anymore.
Yeah.
And I finally took that message and was like, you know what? When they ask me back, I'm not going back. I'm gonna do something different with my life, because that's not it. That's not how I'm gonna fulfill my purpose and make an impact. Because I'm here to transcend.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here to impact people and help, not just be in the background.
Yeah.
So that's when things changed. And my best friend, who is a photographer and also a coach, she had this mini session date, and she needed someone to come do video, because that's when Reels popped up on Instagram. And I was like, yeah, why not? I always been a yes person. So I was like, why not? I was looking for something to use my skills anyway.
Yeah.
And I went to the mini session shoot, which she had like 8 to 10 business women that day. And after the photo shoot, they will come with me for like a couple minutes, and I'll have to do a couple videos. And I didn't know anything about this at all. So I just followed my instinct, and I've always been very creative, and I loved it. And when she reviewed it, because she knows more about like framing and staging and all that stuff I didn't know back then, she gave me a couple of tips, but she ultimately told me, like, this is really good. Like, you can do something with this. And that's where my business started.
I love it. So what would you say is like the hardest part about taking that bet on yourself? Because it's scary to go and be like, okay, I'm just going to build something from scratch. Like, what was the hardest part, and how did you overcome it?
Honestly, the inspiration comes from my family, because I've seen many different people in my family beat the odds and just never give up and just keep going. But the biggest push, I guess, was the fact that I wanted to make an impact. I always wanted to make an impact. I didn't know how and I didn't know when, but I knew that whatever I was doing was going to be important and was going to be helping people somehow.
Yeah.
So I always try to go back to that, like on the times where it was a struggle, because girl, there are always times when there's a struggle with a business, all the time. Mostly because I didn't follow a script. I just started. I just, was like, okay, well, I'm going to get my business license and then I'm just going to get started with this. I don't know anything about payments. I don't know anything about invoices, accounting, marketing. Even I didn't know that much back then. And I just learned it all on the spot, like just doing it, and try to give myself grace for those times where I didn't know things. I just kept telling myself, it's okay. You're going to learn. You're going to learn, and it's going to get better and easier with the time, because the more you do it, and this is something I preach all the time, repetition. The more you do something, the more confident you get at it, the better you get at it.
Yeah.
You're not an expert yet.
Yeah.
But you will be if you keep doing it.
Yeah.
So I always had that in my head. And then my best friend, who's a photographer, she was all into mindset. She still is, like, it's one of her biggest things. And just having her as an inspiration was great too, because whenever I will feel like things weren't working out or imposter syndrome popping in, then I will talk to her and she will be like, oh, well, for this is an exercise you can do. Like, try journaling, or try listening to a meditation, or try going on a walk, or, like little things that I didn't really think about because I was just thinking on task, goal. And I didn't realize that 90% of owning a business is having a good mindset.
Oh, that's so good.
And now I practice it every single day.
That is so good.
Every day I'm like constantly practicing my mindset, because I dropped it last year for a little bit, or for a few months, and I started noticing like a shift, and I was like, what's going on? And I realized, because I wasn't following my normal, like not routines, but my normal practices that I do for mindset, and because I was focusing on other stuff. And I realized, like, this is something you need to keep doing. It's not like you learned it and that's it. Like, no, you need to keep practicing it constantly, because we forget. We get stuck on something else. We get stuck in the hustle, trying to perform constantly. And then you forget, like, the most important part is the mindset.
Yeah, totally. Wow, that's really impactful. Even just thinking about it, there's so many things that you said that I want to unpack. First of all, getting started, right? Like, that's a mindset issue where a lot of people feel like they can't do something or get started with something because they're not ready. Or they're not experts, or like, but you can't be an expert if you don't get started.
Exactly.
Right? So that's so great that you were like, all right, I'm just going to do it. But then the mindset and working on it every day, it's a muscle, like any muscle, if you want to build your arms, you've got to go work out. If you want to build your mind, you've got to go work it out. And so, like, reflecting, journaling, which is something, it's an opportunity area for me. So working on the journaling. I did journal a couple times this year.
It's, you know what? And that's a win.
Yeah.
I keep telling you. Every year I get a little better. And I'm not here journaling every night, but I try to at least journal a couple times a week.
Yeah.
And if I can journal a couple times a week, then a few times a month if I can. Whenever I just feel that little vibe of like, I have too much on my head right now, that's when I'm like, okay, I need to journal. Because I just like put it all in the paper. I don't read it back. I just vomit it all.
Yeah.
And then it stays there. And now I feel like way more just relaxed and ready. And like none of those things are just on my head. You know?
Well, I mean, speaking of having too much on your brain, like, I gave up scrolling on Instagram for Lent. My husband will fight with me about Instagram and what I gave up for Lent. I gave up scrolling, so I don't look at anything. I'll post every now and then, but I don't look at anything. And wow, my brain is like different. Like, I'm not overloaded. I mean, I'm overloaded by all the other stuff I put on my own brain, but I'm not overloaded by the content and the news and like all of the things going on in the world today. Like there's so much all the time. So it's not just like what you're feeding your brain and how you're like working on your mindset. It's also like the outside external influences that you're letting into your energy, into your space.
I don't watch the news.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, what do you mean you don't watch the news?
No, I don't either.
And I'm like, I am a joy fairy. If I need to fulfill my purpose in this world, and I cannot give you joy if I don't have it.
Yes.
And if I watch the news, immediately I'm just like crying, or I'm in a bad mood, I'm annoyed, and I can't. So I just avoid it completely, and I focus on good news, positive stuff, mindset practices and all of that. And I do hear it here and there, you know, I'm not completely oblivious of what's going on, but I don't consume it. And that's something that has become like a very important part also of my day-to-day, is that I don't consume negativity in any way. That being friends or people around me. Like if at some point there were friends that were negative or saying words that weren't quite in the mindset that I want to be in, I would talk to them and let them know like, hey, can we switch the words here? Because words are very important.
Totally agree.
You know, and it's all about like what I listen to also. Like, yes, I listen to some reggaeton sometimes and some hip hop. And like, but I also listen to like mindset stuff, grateful stuff, abundance, you know, mantras and songs. There's a lot of like fun songs that you can listen to, and it's all like the one I was playing earlier, Pay to Exist. Like that's such a good song. So always try to make sure that I'm whatever I'm consuming is aligned with what my purpose is, which is spreading joy and connecting with people.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so let's dive into connecting with people, because you talked about community a few times, and it sounds like community is really what has created who you are. You had your community in Peru, and then you came here and you built community, and then your girlfriend who was doing the photography helped you to kind of realize what you're capable of in the content. So like talk to me about community and the importance of community and where that's really brought you to where you are today.
Ooh, how much time you have? Community is on par with mindset, honestly, because it's another big thing that has helped me staying with this business. Because starting it, yes, that's hard, but you have a lot of the will, right? You're like more fired up at the beginning. Couple years in, you're starting to notice like, okay, things are good, but like there's still all these things, all these obstacles, all these, you know, steps that I gotta keep climbing on. And it starts becoming a little more like, do I want to do this? Like, is this how it's going to be always? Like, and that's when you realize like, okay, we need to make sure that we put everything on the mindset part, because that's what's going to keep us going. And the mission is so important. So all of that, having the right community helps with all of that.
I agree.
Like I joined a community of entrepreneurs actually it's been over a year now. Yeah, almost like a year and 4 months or something like that. And it's called the Biz Bitch Community.
Yes.
And it's in San Diego. And I always tell them like, the owner, the CEO, the one that plans everything, I'm like, girl, you have changed my life, because by you building this community and me being able to go in and talk and see that I'm not the only one, see that I can help in a lot of ways, see that I can ask for advice, like all of those things just make you feel not alone and make you feel like you can do it, and remind you like, why did you come here for? Like, why are you doing this for? You know, so all of that. And it all started with my family in Peru. Because my mom has 10 siblings. My grandma was pregnant back to back for 11 years. How crazy is that? Because they're all 2 years apart.
My grandmother had 17. So,
see?
Those Hispanic families.
Insane. insane. So imagine how tired they were at the end, girl. Like, oh my God. Here I am being like, I don't want to have kids at all. Like, and she handled 11, yours handled 17. Gosh.
Yeah.
But the great thing about it is that she and my grandpa instilled the importance of community and doing things together, and how everything is easier when you do it together, even if it might seem like a huge task, but when it's done in community, it feels so much easier, so much, because you can help each other, or you can just be there for moral support. Like when I was just in Peru visiting my family, and I needed help shopping for some stuff. And I talked to a couple of aunties, and they were like, yeah, we'll be ready for you. So I stopped by at the building, the family building, to pick them up. And 4 aunties came out, and plus my cousin and her baby. And we were going to buy things. So I was like, why are we bringing a baby? Doesn't make sense. Like, it's an extra thing that we have to carry, or person, sorry. But I was like, well, doesn't make sense. And they were like, no, it'll be fine. Don't worry, it'll be fun. I'm like, okay, fine, let's go. At the end, we ended up using the carrier to put all the things that we bought, and then the baby was just being passed around hand by hand, and it was such a joy because this baby is such a cutie. Like, he is a ray of sunshine, and he loves being in different arms. So he was having a great time. We were having a great time. The day went by so quick. And that's the kind of thing that reminds me of like how important it is to do things in community.
Yeah.
Because everything just feels less hard, less
agree.
intense. And that's the main reason why I created my social content day, which is that one day where I set everything up at a studio, and I have up to 8 business women to come in and create content.
Yeah.
And I did it like that in community, because the vibe, oh my God, girl, the energy of being in a room full of people that are doing the exact same thing that you're doing, with the same vision of helping people, impacting, and all of that. Oh, it's like, it's such a vibe. Like, it's
I need to join. I need to join one of those days. Yeah, I know you have a few coming up this year, right?
Yeah, I have one next week, and then 2 more. I try to do it every quarter, so it's like different.
Well, I saw you had like a package too, so you could like get all 3, and then you've got content all year round.
Yep, exactly.
I love it. I love the way your brain works.
You're committed to it too, because we lose sight of it, right? You're like, oh, I have some content for like 3 months, and then you fall off of it because, oh, I don't have content anymore.
Yeah.
But if you were to have already signed up for 3 or 4 during the year, like, okay, well, I already invested in here, I need to do it.
I love it.
And saying you're prepared for it, right? And you never run out of content. Boom.
I love it. That's brilliant. Okay, so you talked about being in the community with other entrepreneurs. What story do most visionary women entrepreneurs believe about content that's actually holding them back? Because I know you work with a lot of different entrepreneurs, and you just talked about your social content day. Like, what's typically holding them back when it comes to their thought on content?
Perfectionism.
That's a good one. Tell me more.
Like, I need to hear that one. We don't need to be perfect to show up online. We don't need to be the absolute expert, because you just need to be a few steps ahead of the other person to be able to help them.
Yeah.
You know? So a lot of times we get caught up on like, oh, it needs to look really pretty, and like the lighting and all that. Like, yes, that's important for someone like me who literally makes content all the time, and that's my business, right? But it's not that important for someone that's just trying to spread their message, you know? I make the social content days and the VIP content days so you as a woman in business can gain the confidence to feel like, and to be reminded, like, this is my mission, this is what I do, I can do it, look how good I look. But after that, my hope is for you to keep it going. At home, you know, just, you have a thought, like, let's just get it really quick. And it doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be posted. Because it's like every post that you put, every story that you upload is like you opening your store and telling people, I'm here. I'm ready, like, you know, because if you never open your store, how are you going to get business? How are you going to connect with people? You can't. So it's better to post more frequently things that are not completely perfect than to not post at all and just wait for the perfect parts?
So what I'm seeing is now there's an influx of content from AI. So actually, the more perfect it is, the more it can be perceived as AI. So actually, humans are looking for other humans. So if it's not perfect, that's probably also good.
Yeah. And it's good to like sprinkle it too. To do
a mix of content.
Yeah, so have some that look really professional and have some where you're just on your run and you just had a thought and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna say this.
You just gotta show up.
Yeah, just show up every single day in one specific way.
Yeah.
It could be you talking to the camera. If you don't like talking to the camera, you can have a video and just do a voiceover and then you're not talking.
Yeah.
Or you can just showcase something that you're doing that, for example, I film a lot of sunsets. This is strategic because now people connect sunsets to me. What's a sunset? It's a beautiful thing that relaxes you, right? And makes you feel whole. That's me right there. I am a ray of sun that's just helping you connect and making you feel confident and feel whole and feel you. So there's a strategy in there. It's not just because I love sunset. I love
too.
Sunsets.
I love sunsets.
And I love watching sunsets and I love nature in general, but it also has to do with that. And that's super easy to get. I don't have to be in it. I don't have to say anything. I just have to, get a quick video of it.
Yeah.
And that tells people a story. Like every single thing that you post tells people a story.
Yeah.
And the more they learn about you, the more they connect with you.
Yeah.
And the more they feel like they can trust you. And once they can trust you, you can sell them on whatever because they already trust you. They want to hang out with their girl.
Yeah.
Like I want to support you, girl, because I know you. I don't know those other people that do the exact same thing you do. It's not what we do, it's who we are.
Yeah.
That's the main differentiator, and that's what attracts people towards you.
I love that. So, okay, now we're talking about content. We're talking about it not being perfect. What would you say to a woman who feels scared to post because she doesn't want to be cringe?
Interesting. I would say, do you think it's cringe to help people? Because when you spread your message, you're helping that person that's a few steps behind you that needs to hear what you're going to say, that you already learned. It's almost like a disservice to not say it because you're denying people of a little piece of gold that you already have. So by you showing up and saying it, you're literally being like, hey, here's the gold that I found. Here, can I give it to you?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. I will say, so I haven't done a lot on Instagram. We're starting here today. I do more on LinkedIn. I've been posting photos and giving my opinions. But when I first started, it was hard and it's scary, but I will say people have reached out to me and said, hey, thank you for posting that. I've had friends who I've seen start posting more because they feel almost like, oh, well, if Laura can do it, I can do it. So I will validate that because it's not comfortable for me to show up. It's not comfortable for me to post. I always hated talking to the camera, but ultimately it is helping other people to see that if I can do it, they can do it too.
Yeah, and that's what we came to this world for, to help.
Yeah.
To lead in some way, to impact, inspire, what else are we here for?
Yeah.
That's what it is, connection. Human beings cannot be alone. I guess you can, but it's not ideal. We're here to be in community, to help, to connect, to inspire, to impact. That's what we're here for.
I love it. So, we started this conversation with you starting your own business and doing something that honestly, I haven't seen any, you're the only content creator that does what you do and how you do it that I've ever met. So that's incredible. And I really respect everything that you're doing. Now that you've found this way of living, what does freedom look like to you now compared to maybe 10 years ago before all of this?
That's a great question. Freedom is being able to go to Peru for a month.
Yeah.
Which I just did, and I was still able to work because I have my content days and my VIP content shoots, right? But when I'm not doing those, I can work from anywhere.
Yeah.
When I'm editing reels, when I'm creating reels for other people, or sending emails and like posting and all that stuff, I can do it from anywhere, right? And all of those things are little seeds that we plant, so later on we can harvest, right? So for me to be able to work from anywhere, that's freedom.
Yeah.
Because for me, the most important thing is time. And time being spent in community, time spent with my family, time spent with my husband, with my dogs, like with people that I love, that is the ultimate freedom. Like nobody telling me like, no, you can't do it right now.
Yeah.
You can't do it today. You can't do it this month. Now this year you only have one week that you can go see them. No.
Yeah.
I can't live like that. Like for me, connecting with people and learning from people is too important. And that's the freedom, being able to do work from anywhere and being able to connect with people anywhere that I go. Like it doesn't matter. I can, just like I helped you today, I can help someone in France, in a couple weeks, or I can help someone in London, in Peru, in Tulum.
Going global.
Yes.
I love it.
Anywhere. I can do this anywhere.
Yes.
Actually, anybody out there that wants to fly me wherever you're at, just fly me. I love traveling.
I love it.
But yeah, to me, that's the freedom, being able to do it from wherever I can, and having my own business, being able to manage it how I want to manage it, lead how I want to lead. And all of that is, to me, that's huge.
I love it. Okay, so I have a really important question now. For anyone who's potentially watching or listening that's feeling stuck in their career, that feels like they want to take a chance, they have an idea, but they're scared, what advice would you give them?
Jump.
Jump in.
Just jump. Just go for it. I actually had this talk with one of my best friends from Peru, who is a little down on his luck right now, and he was struggling. And a lot of times we know the way, you know what you need to do, but it's so not what you've done before, and you don't have necessarily the path all laid out, and you don't know what's coming ahead. Like the uncertainty is the hardest part. But if you make it certain, like if you jump, then it's not uncertain anymore. Now you're in a path,
Yeah.
and you gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Because you're not looking back. You already jumped. Like think about it. You're on a cliff. You jumped. You're
Now
not
you
gonna go.
gotta
How do you
figure
get
it
back
out.
up?
Yeah.
And you can. So now you gotta figure out how to swim, and then after you're swimming long enough, you're gonna, create a raft somehow, because now you figure out that swimming is not enough.
Yeah.
You gotta thrive somehow. You gotta build a community. You gotta figure it out. And then so you just start with one step. Take the step, and then take the next step, and then take the next step. Just take it one day at a time. And it becomes so much easier, instead of being like, I need to know everything before I even jump in.
Yeah.
Because then you're never gonna jump.
Yeah.
You're just always gonna be scared. I compare it a lot to jumping from cliffs in Tulum, because I lived in Tulum for a year, and this was huge. I was always being really scared of heights, always. And I remember seeing it and like going up there and being like, I can't do it. I can't. Something's gonna happen to me. And people could tell me like, nothing's gonna happen to you. Did you see all those people that already jumped? Nothing happened to them. Like there's kids jumping. Like why are you not jumping? And I would be like, no, this is dangerous. I've never done it before. Same, the exact same with the business, right? Until finally one day I changed my mindset about it, and I said, I'm not gonna keep waiting for me to be ready. And what I did is I asked all the people on the line, can you let me get through? Because if I keep waiting, I'm not gonna be able to jump. But if I just run and jump, then boom.
That's it. It's done.
And the funny thing is that everyone in the line, like immediately, it was like like an ocean just opened up. You know what I mean? Like it was straight up like, can everybody, and it was like 4 people in front of me, and I was like, can everybody just move so I can jump? And everybody like whoop opened up, and I was like, okay, this is my shot.
Isn't it amazing what you get when you just ask?
Yeah, just ask. People are here to support you, and that's one of the lessons I've learned. Like your community wants to help you. People around you most of the time want to help you.
Yeah.
So if you just ask nicely, like they all open up, and I just went and jumped. And when I was down there, I was so nervous, but I jumped and I was like, I did it. The next time it was still hard, but it wasn't as hard as the first time.
Right.
Because I already knew that I wasn't gonna die doing it because I already did it. And so that's what I'm saying. Just take the first step, and then it's gonna get easier and easier. The more steps, the more cliffs that you jump off, then it becomes a thing of like, oh yeah, I jump cliffs for like every single day.
Yes.
It's not a big deal.
Yes.
Like, what were you telling me? I got to do something new today? Great. That's what I do every single day. You know, becomes a thing, becomes a habit.
Amazing. So, Dalia, you are so confident in what you do. That's how you come off. You help people create confidence.
Thank you.
This is an incredible conversation. If there's anything that you could leave with the listeners about building authority, about finding who they are, about just truly owning what is their life, what advice would you share just to leave our guests with today?
I would say do something every day that gets you excited about living. And if it doesn't feel like you want to do anything, pretend at the beginning until you believe in it. Like one thing I always say, just smile at the beginning of the day. And I do this myself too. And there's sometimes where I wake up and I'm just like, ugh, you know, like after a hard day or whatever. Like it happens to me too. But then the first thing I do is I just smile. I force myself to smile until I start laughing and smiling for real.
Yeah.
Because it reminds me like, it's not a big deal. Today's going to be a great day. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a great day.
It's a great day if you tell yourself it's going to be a great day.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bad day if you tell yourself it's going to be a bad day.
You are the creator of your own experience. Whatever you want it to be, that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Whatever you wanted to manifest, demand, decide for that day, that's how it's going to be. Because you're the creator of your own experience. Like it's as simple as that. The more that you, the minute you realize that, and the more that you confirm it every single day, it just starts growing in your head and your brain. Like, oh, this works. Mm-hmm. Like this actually does work.
Yes.
I got to keep doing it. And the more you do it, the more positivity is around you, the more your mindset grows, and the easier it gets to jump and start something new. So yeah, smile every morning. I saw somebody tell me like, oh, I watch the sunset every morning. I'm like, oh, that's great, but not everybody is able to do that, you know, but you're able to just smile really quickly.
Yes.
Or write something on a Post-it and put it on your mirror, like just one thing. You're beautiful, you're capable, you're strong, you're smart, whatever you're going for, just put it there and put it on your mirror and look at it every single day. You will be amazed of the results of just looking at something every single day. Like you'll believe it eventually.
Yeah.
You just got to feed it to yourself. And that's one main thing too, because a lot of us get stuck in the fact that we were giving this, like I was given this, I don't know, this financial status or this social status I was given. This is the society they put me in, or there's so many ways to complain, right? But whatever you were given, there's a lot of things you don't have control of, but you have control of how you want to lead your day, your life, how you want to start the day, that you have control of.
Yes.
Like, and you can be really, really happy and not have a lot of money, not have social status, not have a lot of other things. But if you start from the heart, from your soul, being a happy person, you can keep being happy. And the more happy you are, the more happiness comes to you. The more abundant about money you are, the more money comes in abundance. Like, it's silly and so obvious, but it works. So yeah.
Well, thank you. This was such an incredible episode. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that you helped me with my content. I can't wait to see it. But then I'm also happy to have you here on the podcast, and I can't wait to spend more time with you because you are so happy and you make me happy.
Oh,
so thank you.
That's my purpose, so I'm fulfilling it. So that's amazing.
You are. Well, thank you again for being here.
Thank you. This was great.
And yes, if you want to hear more from Dalia, how can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram under Dalia for Reels. So reels as Instagram reels, but also means that I'm for reals, you know, because I'm all authentic and everything. I love, like, one of my best friends came up with that name and it just stuck.
It's so good.
But I'm on Instagram like that, and also my website is daliaforreals.com. But usually I tell people follow me on Instagram because that's where you'll get to know me more.
Yes.
You'll see all my fun, silly, and inspiring things because I am a mix of everything and I love showcasing it. So yeah, follow me on Instagram. You'll get to know me a little bit and DM me. Let's connect. I'm always open for a connect.
And she's open to go to France if you want content anywhere. The Eiffel Tower. So
yeah,
I mean, I am going to France this year. You might have to come with me.
Let's go.
I love it. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And of course, go follow Dalia for Reals on Instagram. All right, take care, everyone.
Thank you.